Most people don't think twice about old coins. They sit forgotten in drawers, tucked inside jars, or mixed in with everyday change, quietly losing attention as time moves on. But every once in a while, a single coin stands out, not because it looks flashy or expensive, but because it carries a story, a moment in history, and sometimes, an unexpected value that no one saw coming. One such coin is the India 1 Rupee 1969 coin, a piece that may appear ordinary at first glance but becomes fascinating the closer you look. Imagine holding a coin that was minted more than half a century ago. It has passed through countless hands, traveled across cities and villages, and witnessed a completely different era. In 1969, the world was not what it is today. Technology was limited, economies were evolving, and countries like India were shaping their identity on the global stage. This particular coin was introduced during a time that held deep national importance, as it marked the birth centenary of Mahatma Gandhi, one of the most influential figures in history. That alone gives the coin a sense of meaning that goes far beyond its original purpose as currency. When you first see the coin, you might notice its simple design. It doesn't scream for attention. There's no gold shine or elaborate decoration. But that simplicity is exactly what draws collectors in. On one side, you'll find the familiar symbols of India, carefully engraved with precision. On the other, there is a design that reflects the theme of the time, connecting the coin to a historic milestone. Every line, every marking, every small detail was created with intention, and for collectors, those details are everything. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all India 1 Rupee 1969 coins are equal. While millions were produced, only a fraction of them carry unique characteristics that make them desirable in the collector's world. These differences can be incredibly subtle. A small mint mark, a variation in lettering, or even the quality of the strike can completely change how valuable the coin is. To the untrained eye, two coins might look identical, but to someone who knows what to look for, one could be worth far more than the other. Mint marks play a major role in this. Coins were produced in different mints, and each mint left its own tiny symbol on the coin. These symbols are often so small that many people don't even notice them. But collectors pay close attention to these marks because they reveal where the coin was made and, in some cases, how rare it might be. A coin from a less common mint can instantly become more valuable simply because fewer of them exist. Condition is another crucial factor. Think about how most coins are used. They are exchanged daily, carried in pockets, dropped on the ground, and exposed to all kinds of wear and tear. Over time, this usage leaves marks, scratches, fading, and damage that reduce the coin's overall appearance. Now imagine finding a coin from 1969 that still looks almost new. The details are sharp, the surface is clean, and there is minimal damage. That kind of preservation is rare, and rarity drives demand. Collectors often use grading systems to evaluate coins. These systems help determine how well a coin has been preserved over the years. A coin in poor condition might only be worth its basic value, but the same coin in near-perfect condition can be worth many times more. This is why people who collect coins take such great care in storing and protecting them. They understand that even a small improvement in condition can make a significant difference. There's also the element of historical connection. Coins are more than just objects. They are pieces of a larger story. The India 1 Rupee 1969 coin is tied to a specific moment in time, a moment that holds importance not just for India but for the world. Owning such a coin is like holding a small fragment of history in your hand. It connects you to a past that you may not have experienced but can still appreciate. Over the years, interest in coin collecting has grown. What was once considered a niche hobby has become a serious field, with collectors constantly searching for rare and valuable pieces. Auctions, online marketplaces, and collector communities have made it easier than ever for people to buy, sell, and trade coins. And as more people enter the market, the demand for unique coins continues to rise. This brings us to the surprising part. Many people assume that old coins are automatically valuable, but that's not always the case. Value depends on a combination of factors: rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. While most India 1 Rupee 1969 coins may not be worth much, certain variations and high-quality examples have been known to attract significant attention from collectors. These are the coins that stand out, the ones that people are willing to pay more for. It's also important to understand that the value of a coin can change over time. What may not seem valuable today could become highly sought after in the future. Markets shift, collector interests evolve, and new discoveries are made. This unpredictability is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when something ordinary might turn into something extraordinary. For those who are new to this world, the idea of finding a valuable coin can be both exciting and overwhelming. Where do you start? What should you look for? The answer is simple. Start by paying attention. Look closely at the coins you already have. Notice the details, the markings, and the condition. Take the time to learn about different variations and what makes them unique. The more you understand, the better your chances of spotting something special. Another interesting aspect is the emotional connection people develop with coins. For some, it's not just about value or rarity. It's about nostalgia, history, and the stories behind each piece. A coin might remind someone of a particular time in their life or a place they've been. It becomes more than just an object. It becomes a memory. In the case of the India 1 Rupee 1969 coin, that emotional connection is even stronger because of its association with Mahatma Gandhi. His legacy continues to inspire millions of people around the world, and anything connected to him carries a certain level of significance. This adds another layer of appeal to the coin, making it more than just a collectible item. As you explore the world of coins, you'll realize that there is always more to learn. Every coin has its own story, its own journey, and its own set of characteristics that make it unique. Some stories are well known, while others are waiting to be discovered. And sometimes, the most interesting stories come from the most unexpected places. So the next time you come across an old coin, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a moment to examine it, to appreciate its details, and to consider its history. You might find that it's more than just a piece of metal. You might find that it's a small but meaningful part of a much larger story. And who knows? That simple coin you almost overlooked could turn out to be something truly special, something that captures attention, sparks curiosity, and holds a value far beyond what you ever imagined.
$1000.